Hi, this is Moon Robin. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about 7 newses. So I'm going to do a run through. The first one is Elon Musk waved a chainsaw and annoyed a lot of bureaucracy hating audiences. The second one is Elon Musk asked everybody to submit an explanation of their work. The third one, which caused some hate. The third one is a person named Luigi Mangione is going to have a hearing in court due to murder. The fourth one is judges block Trump's DEI orders. And then the fifth one is Trump and Ukraine. And the sixth one is there's measles spreading in Texas. And the last one is a Canadian one, is that there's a plane crash in Toronto Pearson Airport. So let's get started with the first one. So Elon Musk waved a chainsaw, which is reference to a person from the 1990s. Like his name is Albert Dunlop. He's got a nickname called Chainsaw L because like Chainsaw L is famous for cutting costs a lot and then sell the company for a profit. His one of his critical mistake is that he was helping a company called Sunbeam, so he cut costs to the bones for Sunbeam, and then he couldn't deliver, so he reverts a lot of the spending transactions, and not only that, he write off a $338 million loss, and then afterwards he used the inflated stock to buy a few companies and then caused Sunbeam to be greatly in debt and they got sued. So this person is not an good example to follow, but Elon Musk was waving a chainsaw saying, "Oh, I cut costs." I'm like, Dunlop chainsaw L, and it's not very socially acceptable. So bureaucracy hating audiences feel annoyed by it. So that's the first one. And the second news is Elon Musk asked everybody, all the federal employees, to submit an explanation of their tasks and work. And if they don't deliver, they will be fired. And then, which it's okay to ask them to submit stuff, but the high ranking officers email everybody to not respond to Elon Musk's requests because they feel intimidated by the consequence of getting fired. I think that Elon Musk's request is okay. It's just that he should have a deadline. And the other thing is that he didn't have any deadline or details on how to do this. So if he could have details and a timeline included, then that will solve the problem. Like even though if he give a deadline and people don't meet the deadline and then it's going to be awkward, but then he can always be like, you know what's the penalty if you submitting late, what would it be if you submit on time, to who, what, when, where, how, and then how late would have what penalty, so people would know what to expect, and then people will be more clear on what they have to deliver, right? So that's my thought on it. And the next news is a person named Luigi Mangione. His last name is spelled Mangione, and then so he's 26 years old and he's been charged for shooting a 50-year-old man in December 4th, 2024. Luigi was arrested when he possessed a fake ID, and then but then he pleaded not guilty, so he's going to go on court in March 19, 2025, which is this year. It's coming right now. Also, there's a documentary on HBO called Who is Luigi Mangione? This is a documentary on his life. You guys can check it out if you're interested. And the next one is that the federal judge blocked Trump's executive order on halting DEI. So this judge is assigned by the previous administration. He thinks that the Trump's DI orders are really vague, and then also the city of Baltimore and higher education is suing Trump. I guess Trump, when he want to replace DEI, he should say what they're gonna use to replace it, so that people would know what to expect. They would know what good policy there will be to replace it. So they're having a few lawsuits from different places, so hope they figure it out. And then the next news is US under Trump is seeking a $500 million worth of natural resources from Ukraine to exchange against the military aid US has been providing Ukraine during the Russian invasion. So that's a short one. And then the next one is that there's measles spread out in Texas. So there's already around 100 cases, and the symptom of measles is fever, fatigue, coughing, runny nose, rash, and red eyes. It would take 10 to 14 days for the symptoms to show after you've got it. And then you can, I guess, it's spread through sneezing and coughing and infected surfaces. So I guess you can just cover your face when you cough, and then also don't touch anything, and then this will really greatly reduce the amount of people getting infected by it. And then the next one, which is the last news, is a Canadian one. A plane from Delta Airline flying from Minneapolis to Toronto Pearson Airport have crashed. There is 18 injured, 3 are critical, and they say that it slides for quite a while until it stopped, and then when it crashes, it feels like a hit on the wall, and then they're upside down. So 2 passengers, they want to sue Delta Airline for the injury and emotional distress. So yeah, that's it for this week's 7 newses. Hope you guys have big takeaways, and we'll see you next week.